Welcome r/EntitledParents. Em tried to get her daughter my job because I'm chubby. This happened today, so I thought I'd share. I'm effed home from college. The stay-at-home order in my town is slowly being lifted, so some businesses are finally opening up. My parents require me to have a summer job. I'm blessed enough that I get to keep all the money I earn. My parents just like me to work to gain experience. This will be relevant later, but I'm not a skinny girl. I wouldn't consider myself large either. I'm 5'6" and weigh about 140 to 145 pounds right now, and carry most of it in my hips and thighs. The freshman 15 did hit me hard though, as I used to be 120-ish. So today, after finishing my last online final, my dad called me. He told me that one of his friends who runs a heating/act company texted him that they were looking for girls to work in the office, answering phones and stuff. I got excited because that's exactly what I wanted, so I put on a dress, printed a copy of my resume, and drove down. The ladies inside were super nice and asked me to fill out an application, so I sat down to do so, and this is where the M enters. Here's everyone involved. M. Entitled mom. Egg entitled girl. F. Probably 16-ish. P. Me. DL1. Desk lady 1. Front desk. This woman is relatively thin, which will be relevant later. DL2. Desk lady 2. Desk further back but still in room. This woman is plus sized, which will be relevant later. B. Boss of the business. We're in the South, which might be relevant because typically for jobs like this, they are looking for a pretty face to sit behind the counter and talk to customers. This is unspoken, though. Yes, it's awful, but hey, I needed a job. So, as I'm filling out an application, M enters with egg. She announces that she's here about the opening and her daughter would like to apply. DL1 explains that she'll need to fill out an application and hands her one and a pen. They come sit in the lobby, right beside me, which I thought was weird, but I didn't say anything. M. To me, are you here for the job as well? P. Yes ma'am. M. HMPH, you know, that little cocky sound people make. I ignored her and went up to ask DL1 a question about the application. It was about how professional one of my references for babysitting was. When I returned and sat back down, M walked up to the desk. M. Does my daughter even really need to fill this out? DL1. It's protocol, boss. We'll look at all the applications and decide who to call for an interview. M. Is he here? I'm sure if he could see my daughter he'd know who he wanted to call. Haha. DL1. He is, but he isn't seeing visitors right now. M. How will he know who to hire if he doesn't know what the girls look like? DL1. Well, he will need to see their references and will make a few calls before he. M. No. My daughter is an aspiring model. She won insert local pageant in 2019. He needs to see her to know she's the face he wants to see behind the counter interacting with customers. DL1. I'm not sure what you mean. This isn't a modeling job. Looks don't really matter. M. Oh, I know, but they do. And let's face it, boss isn't going to want. At this point she leans in closer to DL1, a chubby girl up here. Is he? This whole time, Egg is smirking at me and glances as she fills out her application. This caught the attention of DL2 as well as me, and we both looked up at this point. DL2, ma'am, I'm not sure I know what you mean. M. Oh, no disrespect, I just know, boss, personally, and know he'd prefer a new pretty face around the office. Maybe I'm a little biased, but I think there's no question between my daughter and, well, this young lady, for example, me. No offense honey, just trying to save you some time. At this point I'm in tears. I don't know if it was rage or the sting of her insult, but either way I was not going to let her see me cry, so I quickly got up and handed my application to DL1 before trying to leave. DL2, a plus-sized woman. Sweetie, wait, talking to me. DL2, you say you know, boss, personally, right? To M. M. Oh, yes, we went to high school together. DL2, and you know him so well that you know he'd prefer a skinny woman behind this desk. Well, I didn't say that. She did, but I'd assume so. DL2, great. Well, I'm his wife and I've worked behind this desk for almost 15 years now, and as you can see I could probably drop a few, and I take personal offense to what you're saying about my husband and this young lady, so I'd like you to wait in the car while your daughter fills out her application. Em and Egg both stormed out at that point. Egg took her application, so I don't know if she'll apply or not. But both women behind the counter told me that Em was a bitch and they'd vouch for me with the boss, so I'm hopeful that I got the job. Edit, my first award, oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Update, oh my goodness, you guys are so kind. Thank you everyone for the awards and compliments, I'm so overwhelmed. You've all made my little heart so happy. A lot of you want to know if I got the job. Today I went in for an interview and just got home from that. It went well, and I'm hoping for a call soon, and I'll update you when I know. Open bracket colon. Update 2, hey guys. So I still haven't gotten a call or anything. I'm starting to think maybe they wanted somebody long term, and not just for the summer. Sorry to disappoint y'all, but if they do call me, I'll be sure to update. In 4th grade some kid called me fat Mexican man. He then told his neighbor who also went to school with us, and a lot of people started calling me that, and I'm self-conscious about my weight, so I started crying every time they called me that. He also then started rumors, so I ended up having a lunch table to myself, except one girl who sat next to me. One day my mom caught me crying to myself. I told her about the lunch table and the names and the rumors. She told a counselor at the school. I think he got in trouble because he was nice to me after that. He has a cousin that went to school with us. She said he's really annoying to, and another kid who also did that stuff told me in middle school that he did it because the bad one said he would say he ate cats. He's Asian, so he played along. He then said he's sorry for it, and when I went into detail why he got in trouble I couldn't finish it because I would start to cry because that shit scared me since I was so little. It was 4th grade, so I was 8 or 9. Southern entitled people are just as bad if not worse than entitled city people. I feel your pain, rural guy here. Wouldn't doubt DL2 will talk to her husband about it, and they'll throw out her application if she still fills it out. Because Southerners that aren't entitled stick together. Good luck. Read this and I understand this so much. Being a chubby girl in Asia where everyone else aims for that pop star body, and having to always be bullied for my size was always a problem. Have a silver, because you deserve it. FYI lovely, 140 over 150 is not fat. I wouldn't even say it's chubby. FYI your BMI would be right in the middle of the healthy weight category. Don't let another person tear you down to build themselves up. It doesn't matter how pretty or attractive someone thinks they are. Their ugly will always show through. They'll end up broke from all the botox they end up having, divorced and alone, because no one will tolerate them, and usually they end up with leather looking skin and vile turkey necks. We've all seen it happen. Wow, up. The shallowness of some people still astounds me to this day. This woman actually thought weight was more important than basic human decency. Hope to hear the update on how you landed the job, and always keep your chin up around crazy Karens like that. Holy shit, women can be absolute B*TCHES to each other. And 145 pounds at 5 feet 6 is not fat, it's normal. That mom sounds like an absolutely insecure woman who needs to put other women in a hole in the ground just so she feels good about herself. Please know that absolutely everything she stated said more about her and her insecurities than it did about anyone else. No way she would stayed in that job long with that attitude, had she even gotten the job in the first place. The vast majority of jobs don't give two shits about something like modeling and winning pageants. What a bunch of snobby airheads. You're at normal weight for your height, so I don't get why that lady was being a bitch about. Plus I highly doubt that girl would get that job anyways if her mother needs to speak for her and needs to be there with her. I could understand if a mother had nothing to do and dropped her off and waited in the lobby, but still. Sometimes, those little insecure people who prey on a number remind me of K/D warriors in video games. As an M with 230 pounds, when people used to mock me for my weight, I just kept my head up high and didn't even look at them. They simply don't worth my honest and caring attention. Just keep on going forward and ignore them. Just some pathetic attention seekers. All you need is to love yourself for who you are and remember that you can do anything you want. Don't let others to annoy you. I'm also 5'6" and would love to be your weight. I'm 200 pounds and that is what I would call large. Please don't knock yourself down. You are perfect the way you are. We all get it, sweetie. I'm super skinny, 110 number and 5 feet 2 inches. I'm constantly getting told I look sick, bulimic, anorexic. I've been called boy-bodied and been teased about my small chest. I was told my natural shape is disgusting. Only dogs go for bones. Probably the most common is the one that bothers me the most. Being told to go eat a cheeseburger. See, I'm labeled as hypoglycemic because if I don't eat often enough, my metabolism is so fast my sugar will drop, which isn't at all pleasant. It's caused me to black out and faint, causing a concussion. I would love to have a woman's body, especially considering I have 2 children. It's embarrassing that women's clothes don't fit. I have to shop Junior's clothing or children's. I would kill just to reach 120. Just wanted to let you know, us skinny girls get bullied for our size too. Girls in general are very mean to each other and many will pick anything they can find to tear someone down. This lady probably felt the need to do this because her daughter probably has absolutely no redeeming qualifications to put on the application and no work experience. Aka, the only thing she has going for her is that she's thin. She probably didn't talk to boss in school, but thought some long forgotten shared hallway would be enough to claim she knew him and get her daughter a desk job by her only redeeming quality. I hope this whole ordeal was enough to land you the job.